I don't think high net worth individuals, people that have massive portfolios of public and private equity, massive portfolios of real estate, or massive portfolios of bonds, people worth 100 million plus, I don't think that they will experience the same sense of missing out or quote unquote FOMO that a lot of retail investors might sense when it comes to things like Bitcoin or broadly crypto or even, the meme stock phenomenon. I think a lot of these high net worth individuals are going to recognize that they've been using a flawed accounting tool to measure their wealth and measure their returns. The dollar, the euro, the yen, and many of the other failing fiat currencies are designed, at best, they are designed to debase against the most basic consumer goods. And I think high net worth individuals will panic once they recognize that their assets are rapidly depreciating in Bitcoin terms, which is actually immutably scarce money. It's easy to watch, your assets go up in dollar terms as the dollar is designed to debase against the most basic goods manufactured in China over and over and over and over again in a more and more efficient manner. And I don't think that high net worth individuals are going to FOMO into Bitcoin as the price goes from 50,000 to 100,000 to 200,000 to 500,000. I think what's going to really affect them is not, the idea that they're missing out on upside when they're already pretty wealthy. It's going to be more like I'm worth, 1,000 Bitcoin today. And then now, in a year or 2 years from now, I might be worth 100 Bitcoin. And I just watched my entire portfolio decline by 90%. And the only money, the only accounting tool that's actually immutably perfectly scarce. And so I think a lot of people, a lot of companies are going to see their net worth in Bitcoin terms drop unless they already have a massive Bitcoin position. I think Saylor from MicroStrategy obviously understands this quite well. And I think that this massive drop that a lot of people are going to experience when they look at their portfolios denominated in real money is due to Bitcoin's early monetization, right? We have less than 1% of the entire world has a serious Bitcoin allocation right now. And 93% of all Bitcoin are already mined. And so I think that a lot of people and a lot of enterprises and even governments are going to come to the realization that this paper that you're using to measure your wealth, measure your returns, is really not the best way to go about doing that. The way to measure your wealth is with a monetary tool that humans can't print. And I think it's going to be very difficult to outperform Bitcoin over the next 5 to 10 years because we are in the early monetization phase of Bitcoin. And so a lot of people are going to recognize that their wealth is melting, and the only way to stop the melting, to stop the bleeding, is to buy and save Bitcoin.